What is good, YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a cool minute since y'all heard my voice, but listen, man, listen. I just had to hop on here and give y'all this reaction video, man. I know if you have a smartphone, if you have any social media account within the last few days, I know you've seen the footage that I'm about to show you guys right here. We're about to watch Will Smith walk up and smack the shit out of Chris Rock live on television at the Oscars. All right, now this wasn't the BET Awards, not the Source Awards. This was the Oscars, all right, on live television. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen the video more than a few times, but I'm gonna just play through it live, and then we got a few other reactions from different celebrities and things like that we're gonna get into. But without further ado, man, let's just see how this play out, and I'm gonna give y'all my commentary throughout the video. But I'm gonna just say this before I start, before I even get into it. Y'all got Will Smith fucked up, man. Y'all got Will all the way fucked up, for real, like all the way fucked up. Now keep in mind, he already apologized. He already released a statement apologizing after the incident, saying how he was wrong. He admitted he was wrong, and what he did was out of line. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna tell y'all why you never disrespect a black woman, especially in public. That's a no-no. That's something you just don't do. And I'm gonna show you why right now. Let's get into it. Come on.
Hardest job tonight, Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win.
Now listen, he already came off with the corniest joke possible. Listen, Chris Rock, he is a very funny guy, a very talented comedian, but he is not what I would consider to be hilarious. Like, he tells very dry, very cut and copy jokes, and people like it. Like, people like this, I'm not gonna say no names, but you know, certain people like his brand of comedy and think he's just hilarious. But really, you know, he's a funny dude. He's a funny guy, but his jokes are not that funny. Do you see the way this man is laughing? It's not that funny, but come on.
He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
All right, now, in all honesty, I'm going to be real with y'all. He should not have even brought up Jada's name, to be real with you, because I understand the joke that led up to it involved Will, but that ain't had nothing to do with Jada. She is not nominated for not one award tonight. Now, that was probably the reason why there was such a desire to slap this man across his face by Will, because he knew that Jada wasn't up to win any awards that night. So he basically brought up her name completely out of pocket and out of reason. There was no reason for her name to be brought up at all. Now, the only reason why Chris Rock brought her name up is because he knew that Will would not like that shit. He knew it. You think he know it? Now, what he didn't know is that Will was gonna come up and smack the shit out of him. He didn't know that. But he definitely knew that they was not gonna like that joke at all. He knew it beforehand. He already knew it. Now, G.I. Jane is a very, very well-known film. A lot of people may have seen it. You may have not seen it, but basically just know that it's a movie about a young woman who is basically in the military and whatnot, and she shaves her head, as all military participants do. And, you know, Jada is suffering from a condition that caused some hair loss, right? Now, look at her face when she first initially hears a joke. Will is laughing. Everybody is laughing in the background. Everybody is taking the joke well. No one is mad. But here's the thing about black women that I need y'all to understand for future reference. They are very sensitive, especially when it comes to their looks. Especially when it comes to their looks, and in public, they are very sensitive, and you have to be very careful about the jokes you make. You just do. Especially when her husband is sitting right there next to him. You got to be very careful about the jokes you make. Very sensitive creatures. Nothing wrong with it. I'm not trying to bash anybody, but I'm just being honest in my personal opinion. As a black man, I know for a fact that when it comes to their appearance, especially their hair, women are very, very sensitive. Okay? Now, come on. And you see the eye roll right there. You see the eye roll Jada gives where she was like, basically in her mind, she was saying, that was a bit too far, Chris. That was a bit too much. You could have left me out of that one. That's what that look means right there. That's exactly what that look means. And if you see everyone, you know, laughing around you, it's going to hurt a little more because you know the joke was directed towards you. So she's in her feelings already. Jada is in her feelings immediately, 2 seconds after the joke hit. Now, Will is not tripping. Will was more than willing to just laugh this shit off and call it a bad joke and just leave it alone. But being as how these two have been married for so long, Will knew what he had to do. Will knew exactly what he had to do at this point.
That was a nice one. Okay.
And the joke was corny, by the way. It was okay. It wasn't that good. It was okay.
I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard.
And you notice how Chris got his hands behind his back, right? Look at that. Hands behind his back, defenseless. He has no idea what Will's about to do. He probably thinks he's about to come up, give him a hug, tell a joke, whatever the case may be. But he did not expect what was about to happen next. Now look at the offhand. That is a real, authentic slap. There is nothing fake or phony about that. For all of my MMA watchers, if you're a fan of mixed martial arts, you know that was a textbook slap to the face. That was a textbook right hand slap. Look at the feet placement. Look at the hand placement. Look at the body. Everything was on point. Pinpoint precision. He's practiced that slap many times before. Clean. Wow. Clean slap. Now also notice the walk off. Notice how he walks off. He adjusts his shirt, but he has a very carefree look on his face. He knows what the fuck he just did. He knows he's on live television, but he does not give a single fuck. Now watch what happens next.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Right. And he waits to get back to his seat to tell him what the fuck he should have did. He didn't do it when he was up on stage. He waited till he got back to his seat. No microphone, nothing.
Wow, dude. Yes. It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
And look at Lupita in the background. Lupita ain't have a fucking thing to say. She want to laugh so bad. Everybody wants to laugh so bad, but the whole room just got dead serious. Nobody was expecting this at all. There is hundreds and hundreds of people in this room, and they're all quiet.
I'm going to, okay?
Now look how Will got this man speechless. Speechless. He does not know what to fuck to say. He smacked the entire vocabulary out this man's mouth. This man doesn't even know what to say next.
Okay.
Look at him.
That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Was it really?
Okay.
Or do you get to smack the shit out you? All right, now let's get into some of these celebrity reactions. We got a few we're going to run through real quick. I don't want to take up too much time. But let's just get into it, man. Tiffany had it.
Okay, so I know that you've been outspoken about the Will Smith, Chris Rock thing. What did you think about it whenever it was happening?
When it was happening, I was like,
jaw on the floor.
First of all, do you know like that joke that Chris did? I remember when that movie came out, and that was a way to insult a woman, her sexuality, her physique.
Right.
It was a way to call a woman a homosexual, basically.
Right. And it's a very big insult, especially if you come from that era when the movie came out and you are a female. You know there was a very, very big insult. And women are just already naturally sensitive about their appearance, like I said earlier. So with that in mind, you know, That's a joke that should have been told behind closed doors, honestly. That's not something that should have been said in public. And because it was said in public in front of so many people, that's why he had to get smacked publicly. Come on.
And she's sitting right next to her. It was like that. I remember that in school, that they would do that to people, you know. It's kind of messed up.
And what do you think of, when Will came on stage and he kind of offered a mea culpa to the Academy?
Sometimes discipline needs to be administered.
Oh, yeah. Dig that.
They can make
Repercussions for your actions, you know?
Oh,
they can
yeah.
make up?
I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And see, that was some street shit. See, Tiffany Haddish is really a street nigga. Don't get the look fucked up. Don't get the expensive dress and jewelry fucked up. Tiffany Haddish is a street nigga. And sometimes when you do certain shit and say certain shit, yes, there will be repercussions for your actions. Whether you in the streets or not. It's just real shit.
You have to give me the skinny on what happens if they're both here.
Well, you know, it ain't none of my business.
There you go. Exactly.
I don't talk about people's business unless I'm in the business.
Exactly.
You understand?
Well, you can dance with us
As
tonight.
you should.
First, we got to see what my feet do.
All right, well, I don't know what that was about, but let's go to the next one. We got Meg Thee Stallion. Come on, let's go.
You were in the room. We're asking everyone, how did the Will Chris moment feel?
I wasn't in the room. I had just got off stage. And then I saw it on Twitter and I was like, well, damn.
What do you feel like? What's your reaction and where should they go from here?
They should go home.
Yeah, you're not wrong,
Go home
Megan.
and think about it.
Everybody need to go the
That's
fuck
crazy,
home and
though.
just sleep it off.
Shout out to
Think
Will.
about what the fuck transpired.
Did you watch his speech at all?
No, I just came here straight after. Yeah, I just saw everything on
Damn, Meg, what the fuck did you watch?
with everybody else.
Is this your first Vanity Fair party? You gotta think.
This is my first Vanity Fair after party.
Okay.
I feel pretty important, you know?
I mean, of course we love watching everything you do and watching your rise. And tonight is a big night. Like, you've accomplished so much, but how did it kind of feel to be like, I am...
All right, well, that was pretty much it. Meg didn't really see much. All she did was see it on Twitter, you know. She didn't really got much to say about
I'll let
that.
you go, but what's next for you? What can the fans expect?
My album.
Okay.
All right, I'm sorry, Meg. Yeah, we'll listen to it. We'll see about the album. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right.
On social media.
All right, now Jim Carrey, let's go.
Y'all weren't watching it on TV.
Well, yesterday, Gail, she interviewed Jim Carrey, and of course they spoke about it, and this is what Jim Carrey said.
You know, you do not have the right to walk up on stage and smack somebody in the face because they said words.
No.
Now, he is right about that. He is right about that. You don't have the right to just smack somebody in front of all those people because they said a few, even if it was offensive, even if you didn't like what they said, it doesn't make it right. There is a time and a place for all things. Come on.
No, I agree. I think we all agree on that. I just thought, Jim, that it escalated to that. You know what I mean? That it escalated to that level.
It didn't escalate. It came out of nowhere because Will has something going on inside him that's frustrated, and I wish him the best. I really do.
That's big fact.
I don't have anything against Will Smith.
Shit, anybody with eyes could see that. It don't take a genius to know that they got some things going on, especially if you know the history between Will and Jada. In particular, the recent history that's been going on between them. You know exactly why that joke offended them, and you know exactly why he was in his feelings. Come on.
It was just a selfish moment to cast a pall over the whole thing.
Now he also talks about what he would have did in that situation.
I was sickened. I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt
He was sickened. This man said he was sickened. Come on.
like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. It really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore.
They asked Chris, do you want to file charges? And Chris apparently said no, he did not.
He doesn't want the hassle.
Yeah, see, that's the thing about, you know, us black people. We not going to necessarily file charges against each other for something so small. You know, it's a lot to get the authorities involved, and majority of the time when it's something as little as a slap, you know, it's better to just not do that. You know, Chris is a grown man. It probably hurt a little bit, but he's grown enough to understand the situation, and he's gonna have to just take that one on the chin, chalk it up as an L, and just move on. There's nothing more that needs to be done about that situation. Y'all can talk about it, rekindle, you know, try to regroup or whatever after the fact. That's fine, that's cool, but the likelihood of Will and Chris Rock being like buddy close friends, Very low. Very, very low.
Announced this morning that I was suing Will for $200 million because that video is going to be there forever. It's going to be ubiquitous. You know, that insult is going to last a very long time.
Jim Carrey is not wrong.
All right, now 200 million is a bit much, but I think we get the point of what they were trying to say. But, you know, everybody has their own opinions. Everybody has, you know, their own thoughts on what they think should or could have happened. But I'll just say this, man. I'll play the video one more time, but before I do, I'll just say this. Chris Rock is a comedian. He is a professional joke teller, okay? Now, granted, what he said was lightweight offensive and probably out of line. It was just a joke, right? Now, we understand that Will has never really been successful at comedy the way Chris has, but he definitely does have a sense of humor, as we could tell by the fact that he was initially laughing at the joke, right? Everybody was, but not Jada. Not Jada. And for that reason, and that reason alone, is the reason why he got stabbed. Let's see it again.
Them and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it.
And the joke was just so left field, too. Like, the previous statement had nothing to do with her. That's why he got slapped. It's because Will knew that he was saving that joke specifically for her at that moment in time. All these jokes are pre-written. Nothing is on the fly. This was all premeditated. And that's exactly why this man got slapped into the next century.
All right?
That's exactly why he got the taste slapped out of his mouth. That's exactly why he got the entire Webster's Collection Dictionary slapped out of his mouth.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard.
See, at this moment, Chris knew he fucked up.
Oh, wow. Wow.
You hear his response? Oh, wow. That man, listen. That just goes to show you the type of person that Chris and Will are, because I guarantee you, if the tables were turned and Chris was the one smacking Will, that would have turned into a whole physical altercation right there on that stage. Guaranteed. But it didn't happen that way, and here we are.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Yes, he did.
Name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
You hear the crowd go, ooh. Look at Lupita. Lupita just is soaking this whole thing up. I want to get her interview. Someone needs to interview Lupita. I want to know, what the fuck was you thinking while this shit transpired, Lupita? I want to know that.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
Look at the anger in this man's voice. That is pain. This man damn near about to cry, damn near tearing up. Look at the anger in this man's face.
I'm going to, okay?
Good God.
Okay.
Speechless. Get your words together,
That
Chris.
was,
Get your words together, Chris.
Greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
All right, y'all. Well, that's going to be the end of the video. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. Make sure you hit the like button if you have not already. Hit that subscribe button. Okay, I want y'all to make sure you check out the channel. Check out some of my other videos. Just go on the channel or search A1K on YouTube. Check out some videos. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Check out the content. And by the way, I want y'all to have a beautiful and blessed day. And keep people's wives out your mouth. You'll live a lot longer and be a lot happier. With that being said, peace, blessings, take care. and I'm out.